my generation.
Oh, yeah. Music from The Who, My Generation, and that's what it's all about right here. Each and every one of you at Oldies 98.9, 1220, 105.3 WGNY-FM. Good morning to you. I'm Bob O. Glad to be here with you, sitting in with you on this 31st day of December 2018. And you know, it's New Year's Eve day. Here we go, getting ready to run right into 2019, and we're going to do it for you, too. Believe me, rock and roll. Oh, yeah, the greatest music ever recorded. Hope your New Year's Eve is a great one. Increasing cloudiness with periods of rain this afternoon, highs of 42 tonight if you happen to be heading into the city. Oh, boy. Breezy with rain, heavy at times. The rain will taper off later tonight. Watch for flooding on streets and poor drainage areas. Lows 39 early. Then temperatures are going to be rising into the upper 40s. And tomorrow, New Year's Day, times of clouds and sun. Breezy, not as cool. Highs of 54. And Wednesday, mostly sunny and much colder. Highs of 34. So here we are, 27 degrees outside our studios and getting ready to bring in 2019 right here for you with the greatest music ever recorded. I can't wish everybody enough, hoping that your new year is a great one. We really sincerely mean that. We appreciate all of you, and we all got to do what we got to do. And it's time to close the chapter on 2018 and move forward into 2019, of course. On the way for you, of course, I do say again, at 6:15, we'll have some sports scores for you. Music calendar coming up for you at approximately 6:45 right now, getting back into the action. It is the Kinks. There she goes, little Miss Linda Scott. I told every little star. And, of course, Leslie Gore there, Judy's turn to cry. It is the greatest music ever recorded right here for you. Oldies 98.9, 1220, 105.3 WGNY-FM. Good morning, everyone. Oh, what do you know? Are you anxious to see 2018 go and start anew in 2019? They're expecting about 1 million people in Times Square tonight, even though it's going to be pouring rain. That is just absolutely nuts. If I know a lot of people that have been there, done that, and said they would never go back. I know a couple of people also that have been there 4 or 5 times in a row and said there's nothing like it. Okay, that's cool. But in Bethlehem, Allentown, at 5 o'clock tonight, they have the Peep Drop. Yeah, the Peep Drop. That's where those little marshmallow peeps are made. And they have that at 5 o'clock, and then families can leave and go home and have a good time and party hardy if that's what they decide to do. But the kids and everybody come around to watch the Peep Drop. Isn't that something? It's not edible, though. It's just a plastic top half of a peep, and they watch it just drop right down, and boom, there it is. That's cool. Different traditions in different states. Just like the Peach Drop in Georgia. Yep, down there in Georgia, they have what they call a Peach Drop. 27 degrees on the outside, a high of 42 today, and you can expect increasing cloudiness with periods of rain this afternoon. Tonight, breezy with rain, heavy at times. The rain will taper off later tonight, though, but watch for some flooding on streets and poor drainage areas. Lows of 39 early, then temperatures are going to be rising into the upper 40s. And New Year's Day tomorrow, times of clouds and sun, breezy, not as cool, highs of 54. And then it's a return to work. 2019, woohoo! Mostly sunny and much cooler on Wednesday, highs of 34. Back to more of the greatest music ever recorded, you betcha.
Streaming live now.
We listen online at work every day.
At foxradio.net.
I love it.
Fox Oldies 98.9.
1971 also, the same time that song came out, I graduated high school. How about that? Wow, all those years ago, and it is the greatest music ever recorded. Good morning, everyone. You know what? Sonny Joe's coming in next. He's going to take you right through 3 o'clock this afternoon. Then the one and only, and believe me, there is no other, and I mean that in the most lovingest way, Buffalo Bob Corsino comes in for you from 3 to 7, and then Joe Manglass from 7 to midnight tonight. He's going to take you right up to when the ball drops. Absolutely. It seems like there's a joke in there somewhere, but I'm not going to go there. All right. So anyway, check it out. I'm going to be back with you tomorrow morning, beginning at 6 a.m., even though a lot of people might not be up then because of, oh, man. What did I do? Yeah. Come on, people. Come on. Let's all grow up now. Right? Want to have a good time and whoop it up? I mean, look, that's your business. But don't get behind the wheel. Seriously, I'm not kidding you. I cannot talk about it enough. And yet, every year we run across a little news article here where somebody thought they knew it all and they got behind the wheel and they were drunk and they thought they could drive. Please do not do that. Be safe out there tonight, okay? So with that, I say get ready for Sonny Joe, all right? He's going to take you all the way to 3 o'clock this afternoon. I am out of here. I'll be back with you tomorrow beginning at 6 a.m. on New Year's Day, all right? And with that, I tell you this, my friends. Each day when you get up, you were given 2 gifts. Both your eyes opened. Keep the faith.
You ready? You ready? All right, let's do it, man. 6 o'clock in the morning, Cyndi Lauper. Guess who? Kicking this thing off. Let's go, man.
Bob Miller in the morning on WBPM, Saugerties, Kingston.
92.9 WBPM, Hudson Valley, New York.
What's happening to me?
You're dreaming, kid, and it's time to wake up.
You gotta wake up. Go!
I hate Mondays.
I woke up this morning and I just hated everything.
I mean, hate's a strong word.
Hate is a strong word. It's the right word, but still.
I used to hate mornings.
Then I started popping no-dos and listening to the sound.
My favorite
Radio.
Show? Is it show?
When is this going to air?
Right now.
It's showtime.
The biggest hits with Bob Miller on WBPM.
Guess who? American Woman, 92.9 WBPM. Bob Miller, good morning. It's almost 9 minutes past 6 o'clock. Welcome. This will be the last day of the year. Ooh! December 31st, New Year's Eve day. Good morning to you. And your Roundout Savings Bank forecast, wet. Rain probably not till this afternoon. We're going to go to 42 degrees. And you are going to be reveling tonight. You'll need an umbrella. It's going to be wet. A rainy New Year's Eve and a wet start to the new year. But warming up, though, overnight low around 46 degrees. So if you're one of the revelers in Times Square, well, it's going to be warm. You're going to be crowded. But you're also going to get wet. Rain at 46, warming to 46 on the overnight. Tomorrow, New Year's Day, partly sunny and 52. And on Wednesday, it's going to be sunny and 34 degrees, about 28. 28 as we speak. Good morning. Well, the football season's over with. Dallas Cowboys beat the Giants. That was a great game, by the way. That was a good game. What a great way to end the year. Not because the Giants lost, but it was a great game, really was. 36-35. Dallas wins it. Giants are done. Dallas will play next week. The Pats, wow. Destroying the Jets 38-3, and as expected, the Jets fire head coach Todd Bowles after the game. On the ice today, a matinee. Devils are home to the Canucks. Tonight, the Islanders are going to be in Buffalo. Rangers are going to skate in St. Louis. It's 10 past 6.
Hudson Valley weather.
Well, I just gave it to you, for heaven's sakes. Good Lord. Rain this afternoon on a wet New Year's Eve overnight low. It's going to warm up, though, to 46 degrees on the overnight, but it's going to rain. About 46 or so. Tomorrow, partly sunny, 52, 34 on Wednesday. 28 right now. 28 Salt Point, 26 in Rosendale and Great Barrington. I'm Bob Miller. That's your forecast. Anytime you want it, we'll just get it. It's on our website. Click on current conditions. Service of Roundout Savings in 92.9.
WBPM.
Your radio station. Hi, I'm Melissa from Newport, and they're playing my music on 92.9 WBPM.
Michael Jackson, beat it. 92.9 WBPM. It's Bob Miller on the last day of the year, December 31st. Welcome aboard. 28. We're on our way to about 42 degrees today. So John Penny, that's it. Opinion editor for the Poughkeepsie Journal. Worked two decades at the Journal. He's moving on to phase 2 of his life. So John Penny, good luck to you, man. All the best to you. Tell you what we'll do, John. We'll go to stands on opening day at the Yankee Stadium. Okay, we'll go to stands and first round's on me. Okay. Unless you get there before me, then you can buy it. But you know what I'm saying. All right, John, all the best to you, my buddy. Let's find out what's happening on our news, brought to us by Marshall and Sterling Insurance in Kingston. What are they doing? They're offering a wide array of personal insurance, protecting your home, your automobile, and your most valuable assets. That's what they're doing. All right, Big B, what's going on, buddy? Good morning. Courtney Spamer, I thank you very much. It's 30 degrees right now in Poughkeepsie, 28 in Kingston, 28 in Hudson as we speak. Football season's over. I'll tell you what, man, that was a good game. The Dallas Giants game was a great game. It was a fun game to watch. Dallas wins it by a score of 36-35, but a good game nonetheless. Pats, oh God. Pats just annihilated the Jets 38-3. After the game, the Jets, as expected, fired head coach Todd Bowles. So the Jets season is over. The Pats move on. What does the playoff picture look like? Indianapolis is going to be taking on the Texans, the Chargers, and the Ravens will get together. Let's see here. The Eagles are going to go to Chicago. Oh, boy, there's a heavy lift. Eagles in Chicago to do the Bears, and the Seahawks will do the Dallas Cowboys. The first round buys, Kansas City, New England, New Orleans, and the Rams. On the ice today, you got a matinee. Devils are home to the Canucks. Tonight, the Rangers will skate in St. Louis. Islanders are in Buffalo. 6:27 in the morning.
92.9 WBPM, where Randy Turner does the Rolling Home Show. Weekday afternoons with random notes from around the planet.
There's problems in Hollywood because they have no one to host the 91st Oscars event scheduled for February. And the Academy is now working in overdrive to find somebody to take that job, which has quite a long list of very specific criteria to ensure that the host draws the largest TV audience possible. So it's pretty tricky to pick just the right person. Seth MacFarlane hosted back in 2013, and he was talking about it recently. He said, it's a really tough job. You're right in the spotlight. It's massively intense. It's a worldwide broadcast, and it's immensely criticized. Have you ever heard praise for the host of an Oscar award show or any other award show the morning after? No, you never hear that. It's always, they did this, they didn't do that, blah, 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 blah. Let's face it, the format is really old and stiff and boring. The hosts don't get to be themselves because it's all scripted, and quite poorly at that. And even though they try to make the award show somewhat interesting for the viewers, it's a square peg in a round hole. The entire award show design has got to be blown up and reinvented.
Roll home with the Ran Man and the Rolling Home Show. Weekday afternoons, and get random notes from around the planet from 92.9 WBPM. A bigger variety of the biggest hits.
Wow, that would be swell.
92.9 WBPM.
92.9 WBPM Rock Set. Must have been love. Bob Miller, good morning. Good to be with you, man. Speaking of it must have been love, this is a great story. It is a good story. Pierce Vaughn is 25 years old, and, well, she recently graduated from the training program to become a flight attendant for Delta. And her dad, Hal, obviously very proud of her, but at the same time sad because she had to fly during the holidays. So Hal decided to buy a ticket on every Delta flight that she had on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day so they could be together. Isn't that great? 6 flights in 3 days. They traveled from Florida, New Orleans, Hartford, Atlanta. They got to spend some time together in the various cities. It wasn't exactly a piece of cake for big old Hal, man. He's suffering. He's recovering from a broken neck. Suffered during a fall at his house not too long ago. He said it was all well worth it. And when it was all over, he went home and slept for 14 hours. Good for you, Hal. That's part of the spirit, man. Good job. 22-7.
Hudson Valley weather.
The WBPM rundown. Savings Bank forecast. Rain this afternoon. 42 degrees for the high. Tonight, a wet New Year's Eve. It's going to rain, but the temperatures will rise overnight. 46 degrees. Some of that rain could be heavy at times tonight. New Year's Day, partly sunny and 52, and then Wednesday, sunshine, a lot colder, 34 degrees. It's 28 right now at Salt Point. I've got 26 in Tivoli, 26 degrees in Hudson. I'm Bob Miller, and there's your forecast. Anytime you want it, well, get it. That's all you got to do. Go to our website, click on current conditions. You're good. Service of Roundout Savings in 92.9.
WBPM.
No coupons required. Here comes more of the biggest hits of all time. 92.9 WBPM. Oh, you just tuned in. But that was one of your favorite songs. And it'll be a few days before we play it again. That's okay. We've got lots of other songs that you'll like coming up. And thanks Thanks for listening to 92.9 WBPM. I think you'll like this one.
I love it. It's Creedence 92.9 WBPM. Bob Miller. Good morning. It's 6:52. What's happening here? Find out. We can find out. Our news is brought to us by Marshall and Sterling Insurance in Kingston. They're offering a wide array of personal insurance, protecting your home, your automobile, and your most valuable assets. His name is Bruce Wiseman. Come on. Hi, Brucey. What's up, buddy? Well, Courtney Spamer, thank you, man. And 26 in Rosendale, Stanfordville, 26, 28 degrees in Salt Point as we speak. So the football season's over. Dallas beating the Giants 36-35. It was a great game. It was a fun game to watch, man. It was really a pretty good game. Maybe one of the best games of the year. I mean, it was close. Giants fans probably didn't like the score, but it was a great game. 36-35. Pats beat the Jets 38-3. Oh, man. Jets fired head coach Todd Bowles after the game. No big surprise there. Playoff picture looks like this. First round byes for the Chiefs, the Patriots, the Saints, and the Rams. This weekend, Indianapolis goes to Houston. The Chargers are in Baltimore. The Eagles go to Chicago. They'll do the Bears. And the Seahawks will go to Dallas to do the Cowboys. On the ice today, a matinee. Devils are home to the Canucks. Tonight, Islanders in Buffalo. Rangers are going to skate in St. Louis. I'm going to play a soft sell. We'll do Chicago. And an interesting question from a prospective house buyer coming up.
Bob Miller in the morning on WBPM, Saugerties, Kingston.
92.9 WBPM, Hudson Valley, New York.
What's happening to me?
You're dreaming, kid, and it's time to wake up.
You gotta wake up. Go!
I hate Mondays.
I woke up this morning and I just hated everything.
I mean, hate's a strong word.
Hate is a strong word. It's the right word, but still.
I used to hate mornings.
Then I started popping no-dos and listening to the sound.
My favorite.
My favorite
Radio.
show? Is it show?
When is this going to air?
Right now.
It's showtime.
The biggest hits with Bob Miller on WBPM.
Chicago, 92.9 WBPM. Bob Miller. Good morning. It is 6 minutes past 7 o'clock. It's about 28. We're going to 42. And then the temps rise overnight. We got a complete wet forecast for you coming up. It'll be wet tonight, though. All right, Bob Miller's Animal Rescue, normally Monday morning. Not today. Leah's going to come in on Friday morning. We'll do it Friday. It's all brought to us by Kimlin Energy Services. They're in Gardner and Rhinebeck. Isn't it about time you cozied up with Kimlin? Visit KimlinEnergy.com. Call them at 845-255-7324. Okay. So anyway. So how is the sale of the house going, Bob? Well, buyer's getting a little finicky here. A little bit. Among other things that he wants to know is, to the best of our knowledge, has anyone ever died in the house? Really? Yeah? Okay. Well, in an effort to fully accommodate him, I said, actually, yes. Yes, that's true. We don't talk about it very much, but in 2003, after we just moved in, a 21-year-old female died in the house. A man came in, walked in the front door, and shot her right there on the couch. Actually, the 21-year-old was our beautiful feline Sarah, and the man was a veterinarian who came in to euthanize her. But yes, she did, in fact, die in the house. I hope that helps her. Yeah, next question. 8 after 7.
Hudson Valley weather.
Yes, sir. The Rundown Savings Bank forecast. Rain developing this afternoon. We're going to go to 42. Tonight, a wet New Year's Eve and a wet beginning to the new year. Rain heavy at times, but the temps will rise into the 40s, 46 or 48 for the overnight low. Tomorrow, becoming partly sunny, 52 for New Year's Day, and then Wednesday, sunny, colder, 34 degrees. Sporting 28 in Saugerties, really? Yeah. It's 28 in Palm Plains. It's 30 degrees, Newburgh, New York. I'm Miller, and there's your forecast. Anytime you want it, just get it. It's on our website. Click on current condition. Service of Rondout Savings in 92.9.
WBPM.
Your radio station.
Hi, I'm Lori from Highland, and they're playing my music on 92.9 WBPM.
92.9 WBPM, and good morning to you, Abbas Waterloo, which is appropriate. I just got an email out. Well, I've had it since I've had it for a little while. I just never really great at checking my email. I knew that FiOS was negotiating with Disney on a new contract, and they're running the crawl there at the bottom of, I don't know, I've seen it on Jeopardy and a few others, that Verizon FiOS customers could lose Channel 7 in New York, could lose ESPN, ABC affiliates in Philadelphia and New York. And from FiOS, this note from FiOS, Disney is currently proposing that Verizon pay hundreds of millions of dollars more for its programming, despite the fact that many of its key networks are experiencing declining viewership, blah, blah, blah. We've given Disney a reasonable offer to continue providing you access to its networks. Unfortunately, as of today, they have rejected our offers, and there is a possibility that we won't be able to reach an agreement with them prior to our contract expiration on December 31st, today, at 5 Eastern Time. Rest assured, our goal is to reach a fair agreement, blah, 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 blah. So if they can't reach this agreement and we lose Channel 7 and we lose ESPN and we lose that other stuff, I'm out. Out. Get out. I'm not in love with FiOS to begin with. It's all right. It's not great. I don't know. But I would switch if this happens. Oh, well, I don't know. Spectrum, here I come. This is just so stupid. I can't stand these people. 23 minutes past 7 o'clock. That's not really in the spirit of the season, is it? How I feel. Find out what's happening on the news, brought to us by Marshall and Sterling Insurance in Kingston, offering a wide array of personal insurance to help protect your home, your automobile, and your most valuable assets. Bruce Wiseman is his name. Big B, what's going on, buddy? What's up? Courtney, thank you, baby. 28 degrees as we speak, 28. Great game. It wasn't a great outcome if you're a Giants fan, but it was a good way to end the season. It was a great game. Dallas beat the Giants 36-35 yesterday at MetLife. The Jets, on the other hand, 38-3. Pats beating the Jets. The Jets, to no one's surprise, fired head coach Todd Bowles after the game, so the search goes on. On Pro Ice today, a matinee, Devils home to the Canucks. Islanders will skate in Buffalo. Rangers will skate in St. Louis. They'll do the Blues. 7:28 tomorrow.
What's going on? It is J.J. Carter, your midday host here at 92.9 WBPM. If you listen to my show between 10 and 3 p.m., most specifically during the time out at noon at 12 o'clock, I have your chance to go to one of my favorite places here in the area. It's Smoky Rock Barbecue in Rhinebeck. I'm looking at their menu right now. Let me just make your mouth water. Pastrami, pork belly, barbecue chicken, pulled pork, hot sausage, sweet sausage, ribs, turkey breast, brisket, rib tips. It goes on and on. You can enter to win with the time out at noon at 929WBPM.com. And every weekday, I award a $30 gift card to somebody so they can experience Smoky Rock Barbecue for themselves. Do it now. We do it with the time out at noon right here at 92.9 WBPM.
Bob Miller is the man you see. Bob Miller is the man you see. Gets me up so damn early. Gets me up so damn early. He says do it big or stay in bed. Do it big or stay in bed. Got a screw loose in his head. Got a screw loose in his head. Sound off. 1, 2. Sound off. 3, 4. Sound off. 1, 2, 3, 4. Miller!
A bigger variety of the biggest hits.
Wow, that would be swell.
92.9 WBPM.
Happy Wham. 92.9 WBPM. Wake me up before you go. Bob Miller, good morning. Last day of the year. You got any New Year's resolutions? You don't make these things, do you? I want to climb Mount Kilimanjaro. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I want to do. I think I'd probably set my goals a little lower. Start with Mount Beacon. Move my way up. Mount Beacon, Washington. Then we can talk about the bigger mountains there. 7:38 in the morning. Interesting article that you may need to know about if you gave somebody a certificate to Ancestry.com. Over the holidays, make sure you read the terms of service before you use it. Very few people do end up reading the terms of service. Blah, blah, blah. It's also legalese. But according to these legal contracts, you still own your DNA, but so does Ancestry.com. Here's the concern. Buried in the terms of service, Ancestry.com warns customers it is possible that information about you or a genetic relative could be revealed, such as that you or a relative are carriers of a particular disease. That information could be used by insurers to deny you insurance coverage, by law enforcement agencies to identify you or your relatives, and in some places the data could be used by employers to deny employment. So, just check your terms of service, please. Thank you. 7:39 in the morning.
Hudson Valley weather.
I'm doing this for you. WBPM Rondout Savings Bank forecast. What are we looking at today? Well, it's going to be a sunny day for the most part. This afternoon, the rain comes in, and a wet New Year's Eve for you. Rain could be heavy at times this evening as we're reveling, as you are reveling. We are on our way to about 42 degrees. Temps overnight rise. Will be overnight low probably somewhere near 46 or 48 degrees. So temps rise tonight, but the rain does continue overnight. And then tomorrow becoming sunny and 52. Wednesday sunny and 34. It's still 28 degrees in New Paltz and Saugerties. It's 30 degrees in Newburgh this morning. I'm Bob Miller, and that's your forecast. Anytime you want to just get it, it's on our website. Click on current conditions. You're good. Service of Rondout Savings at 92.9.
WBPM.
Mixing up another hour of great songs from the 70s, the 80s, and the 90s. 92.9 WBPM.
It's 92.9 WBPM, Elton John's Daniel. Hi there, Bob Miller, coming up on 10 minutes before 8 o'clock already. New Year's Eve day. Nice. New Year's Eve afternoon, wet. New Year's Eve overnight, not so good. You gonna be reveling tonight? Take the umbrella. Heavy rain at times, perhaps tonight, okay? Shannon, let the music play one time. It's 92.9 WBPM, and good morning to you. A pleasure it is. Shannon, let the music play. That's what we're doing. It's 7:53 in the morning. Shall we? Yeah, we shall. Find out what's happening in our news, brought to us by Marshall and Sterling Insurance in Kingston. They are offering a wide array of personal insurance. Help protect your home, your automobile, and your most valuable assets. Bruce Wiseman is his name. Good morning, sir. What's going on, buddy? All right. 8 o'clock in the morning, Steve Miller Band, John Cicada kicking it off. Come on.
Bob Miller in the morning on WBPM, Saugerties, Kingston.
92.9 WBPM. Hudson Valley, New York.
All right, everybody, listen up.
Wake up, people!
What day is it?
You know what day it is?
Did you forget what day it is?
Of course not.
It's Monday.
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 Let's have a great day, everybody.
This is my favorite show. You like them?
Yeah.
It's like my new favorite show.
You really like them, huh?
Yeah.
This show gets better every year.
It gets better every time.
Wait, what time is it? It's showtime.
The biggest hits with Bob Miller on WBPM.
John Cicada, just another day. Coming up on 9 minutes past 8. Just another day, but it's the last day of the year, 2019. Well, I'm ready for this year to end, honestly, and really pick up a brand new year full of new hope, hopefully anyway. Well, this is the last day of the year. I know that the federal government is not working now, shut down, but that's not going to stop them from charging us taxpayers $54,000. For what? For tonight's party tents at Mar-a-Lago. Really? $54,000? Yeah. Another $41,000 for Secret Service to guard the president while he's golfing, but So, hey, gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. 8 minutes past 8 o'clock in the morning. A pleasure, my friend. Good morning. Now, let's see. Normally we would be doing Bob Miller's Animal Rescue here, but because of the holidays and this wacky schedule, Leah's gonna come in on Friday, so she'll do it on Friday. So I think that, we've had another successful year with that. That's fantastic stuff. Love to see these animals adopted, my God. But anyway, so Leah will come in on Friday, and when she does, Bob Miller's Animal Rescue will be brought to us by Kimlin Energy Services, Gardner and Rhinebeck, New York. Isn't it time? You cozy up with Kimlin. Visit KimlinEnergy.com. Call them at 845-255-7324.
Hudson Valley weather.
Yes, that's true. The WBPM Rondout Savings Bank forecast. Rain this afternoon, 42, and a wet New Year's Eve. Heavy rain at times. It will continue overnight, but getting warmer. 46, 48, the overnight low. Tomorrow becoming sunny and 52, and then Wednesday, sunshine and 34 degrees. And we're warming it up at all? A little bit. 30 in Poughkeepsie and New Paltz. It's 30 degrees also in Catskill. I'm Bob Miller, and there's your forecast. Anytime you want it, you just get it. It's on our website. Just click on current conditions. You're good. Service of Rondout Savings at 92.9.
WBPM.
Welcome to voice print identification.
Hi, I'm Tom Collins from Woodstock, and they're playing my music on 92.9 WBPM.
And my friend, good morning, 92.9 WBPM, Alias. More than words can say. More than words can say, ladies and gentlemen. And now, something totally different. Can you work it out? I got a puzzle and you're trying to work that out. 92.9 WBPM. There's a puzzle I just put on our Facebook page. It's pretty neat. Find it and you're a genius. If you find the correct answer, you're a genius. It's on our Facebook page. I found it. And I am hardly a genius, but I found it. And you probably would too if you spent long enough looking at it. But it's a puzzle. It's on our Facebook page. Feel free to check it out. Our news being brought to us by Marshall and Sterling Insurance in Kingston. They are offering a wide array of personal insurance. Help protect your home, your automobile, and your most valuable assets. 823 Big Bruce. Come on. What is going on there, buddy? What's up?
Every day, more people are discovering the Rolling Home Show right here at 92.9 WBPM. Hi, everybody. I'm Randy Turner. Weekday afternoons, I give you long sets of the biggest hits of all time, sometimes some great free stuff, and occasionally a song you probably haven't heard for ages. I love pulling those out to play for you, and I'd like to play your favorite Forgotten 45s. You can email me, Randy, at 929WBPM.com. Tell me what you'd like to hear and where you're listening. And also tell me what time you'll be rolling home with the Ran Man in the afternoon, because it would be pretty silly for me to play your request in a time when you're busy doing other things. Let's make this work together. Hey, I know most folks don't hear the entire show from 3 till 7 p.m., and that's okay. Haven't heard it for ages. Weekday afternoons with me, Randy Turner, on the Rolling Home Show at 92.9 WBPM.
He's that guy whose brain cells are down to a manageable few.
If brains were money, you'd have to take out a loan for a cup of coffee.
I got that one. Bob Miller in the morning on 92.9 WBPM.
Honky Tonk Blues and the Rolling Stones, 92.9 WBPM. Bob Miller, great to be with you. Good morning to you. Pleasure it is. Hey, I don't know. I think we're looking at about 28. We're probably going to head up somewhere in the vicinity of 42 degrees today, I think. But, and then overnight, overnight the weather gets warmer. We'll probably be somewhere near 50 degrees on the overnight. Could be close anyway. Probably 46 or 48, but it's going to be wet. So the rain comes in this afternoon, and then tonight as you're out, it could be very, very wet. Well, where's that story? That was a fantastic story that I just had recently a while ago. Oh man. Oh wait, I think I have it here somewhere. There's a woman who just graduated from, the academy. She was transferring to, she just got a job at Delta Airlines. And her father, this would be like, she's 25 years old. And this is the first holiday that, Pierce Vaughn is her name, 25 years old. Recently graduated. This is the first holiday that she would be away from the holidays, away from Christmas on the holiday. And her husband, Hal, who was obviously very proud of what she had accomplished, was sad at the same time because she wouldn't be home for the holiday. So what Hal did was he bought a ticket on every flight that she had on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day so we could be with her. That's 6 flights in 3 days. I mean, it took him from Florida to New Orleans, Hartford, Connecticut, Atlanta, New Orleans. They did spend some time together on the ground in various cities. It was not exactly easy for Hal. Hal is recovering with a broken neck that he suffered in a fall at his house, but he said it was all well worth it. Pretty cool story. Now he's home, and he said first thing he did was he slept for 14 straight hours. Well, good for you, Hal. You didn't get comped anything, did you? You paid for all that. That's very nice, man. No peanuts, though. 8:39 in the morning.
Hudson Valley weather.
WBPM Roundout. Savings Bank forecast today. Rain arriving this afternoon. A wet New Year's Eve, could be heavy at times. Continues to rain overnight, but does warm up into the mid-40s, 46 or 48. New Year's Day, it'll be partly sunny and 52, and then Wednesday, sunshine, colder, 34 degrees. But I have not budged a whole lot, to be honest with you, man. 30 degrees in Highland. It's 28 in Pine Plains, 28 degrees in Hudson. I'm Bob Miller. That's your forecast. Anytime you want it, it's yours. Just go to our website and get it. Courtesy of Rondot Savings in 92.9.
WBPM.
We're blasting the biggest hits of all time.
This is like my parents in the station wagon all over again. Wake me when we get to Nana's.
This is 92.9 WBPM.
92.9 WBPM Madness, our house, and it is madness, indeed. I asked the realtor, I said, is this the first time, you've been doing this for a long time, is this the first time that you've been asked if someone has died in the house? She goes, no, not really. It's not something you would think that, I wouldn't ask that. Why would you ask that? I mean, it wouldn't occur to me. House is 1913. I don't know the entire history of that. Maybe somebody did die. I don't know. But nobody was murdered there that I know of. But if they request, and this is hard to do, but it does happen. Are there any ghosts in this house? People have been asked that question. I don't know. I mean, I go to bed. I get up in the middle of the night to pee and the chair's rocking, but I don't know. Is there a ghost? That might be the next question we ask. I don't know. Has somebody died in this house? I don't know. Well, yes, actually, that's true. I told you before, didn't I? Because I was just playing with it. I said, this is a silly question. I thought it was a silly question. How do I know? What do I know? And I said, yes, matter of fact, yeah. 2003, right after we moved in. Man walked in the front door, walked over to the couch, and shot a 21-year-old female. I didn't tell you that before. What? Well, the 21-year-old female was our feline, Sarah, and the guy who walked in the front door and euthanized her was a veterinarian, but still, What's going on here at 5 to 9? Let's find out what shakes, dude. And here it is, our news brought to us by Marshall and Sterling Insurance in Kingston, offering a wide array of personal insurance to help protect your home, your automobile, and your most valuable assets. Big B, let's do it. Morning, sir. What's going on, man?
WBPM Socrates Kingston, where weekday mornings start with Bob Miller and a better variety of the biggest hits of all time.
92.9 WBPM, Hudson Valley, New York.
92.9 WBPM, boss Skaggs. It's Bob Miller. Hey, good morning. Coming up on 6 minutes past 9 o'clock. They're out there walking amongst us every day, proving it to you. Coming up, this would be Hart.
Welcome to voice print identification.
Hi, I'm Indira from Pine Plains, and they're playing my music on 92.9 WBPM.
92.9
WBPM. Give me time.
No, I do not. 92.9 WBPM. Bob Miller, 19 minutes past 9 o'clock. 2 words for you. Weighted blankets. Ever heard of those things? They're fantastic. I don't have one, but I think I'm going to get one. Helps with anxiety. Not that I have anxiety. Yeah, right. No, I don't have anxiety. No. Helps with a full night's sleep. Get a full night's sleep without using drugs. Just check it out. Weighted blankets. Just Google it. There are a bunch of people that make them. But I think I'm looking into that one myself. I think they're a little pricey, but I'm going to do it anyway. Check it out. Weighted blankets. You have a little problem sleeping there. Scary Wrights.
Hi, it's JJ Carter. From 10 a.m. till 3 p.m. is my show right here at 92.9 WBPM. And it's an educational experience. Things you can learn on my show: that banging your head against a wall for 1 hour burns 150 calories. In Switzerland, it's illegal to own just one guinea pig. And snakes can help predict earthquakes. All those random facts part of the College of Knowledge every weekday at 1:35 right here on 92.9 WBPM. By the way, does anybody have an extra guinea pig?
Yes, it is. The WBPM Rondout Savings Bank forecast. I think we've made it to 32 degrees for most places, and we're going to be cloudy today. A little rain developing this afternoon, and then this evening it could be heavy at times as you're out reveling and into the overnight hours, but you're going to warm up to about 46 or 48 degrees overnight. Tomorrow sunny and 52, and then Wednesday sunny but 34 degrees, 32 degrees Poughkeepsie, New Paltz, 30 Great Barrington, Millers. That's it. There's your forecast, and if you'd like it anytime you want it, it's on our website. You just click on current conditions. It's a service of Rondout Savings at 92.9.
WBPM.
He's that guy who always orders off the kids' menu because it's cheaper. Bob Miller in the morning on 92.9 WBPM.
They're not old songs. They're the best songs. The biggest hits of all time are on 92.9 WBPM.
92.9 WBPM Survivor and Tiger. I'm Bob Miller. Pleasure it is. 9:39 in the morning, and I believe we're up to 32. We got to get some rain this afternoon, and then the rain tonight, overnight. Well, the rain tonight is you're out partying, and then overnight as well. Tomorrow it's nice, becoming sunny and in the 50s. Well, let's put it this way: it should be 46 for the overnight low, and probably, I don't know, maybe 48 or 50 tomorrow. That'll be not a bad way to bring in the new year, is it? No. About 32 degrees as we speak. We go back in the archives today. Two of my favorites. Let's do this.
Yes, they walk amongst us every day. They can look just like you and me, but they're not. They're different. Their brain is in a non-functioning mode, making it nearly impossible for them to make sane decisions. Actually, we're glad they exist, because without them, we wouldn't be able to bring you another edition of Bob Miller's They Walk Amongst Us Every Day.
Got two Hall of Fame virgins today. First of all, how do you know that your marriage is in trouble? Well, one way to tell would be after the wedding ceremony and you and the groom retreat to your room where you proceed to get into an argument, at which time you reach beneath your wedding gown, pull out a 9mm pistol and fire a warning shot into the ceiling, then threaten to blow your groom's brains out. That would be one way to tell if your marriage is in trouble. What were you arguing about anyway? Just curious. He put the TV on and you had other things on your mind. Okay, there's one. Number two, a word of caution, if I may. If you're going through the drive-thru at McDonald's and you are towing someone in a wheelchair, you're going to be arrested. You see, that they're going to deem that unsafe, and you're going to get a ticket for dangerous driving. And unfortunately, to add insult to injury, you're also going to pick up your 9th DWI. You see, towing a lawnmower behind your car it's not the recommended. No, it's just not. No. And that will conclude the year. And holy cow, are they out there? Jeez. And they are walking amongst us every day.
We're blasting the biggest hits of all time.
This is like my parents in the station wagon all over again. Wake me when we get to Nana's.
This is 92.9 WBPM. More music, more variety, just great songs. 92.9 WBPM.
Kenny Loggins, 92.9 WBPM. Bob Miller, good morning to you. 9:56 already. This is it, last day of the year. Okay, this is amateur night, man. This is amateur night. Be careful if you're out. A designated driver. Need one? They're all out there. I was talking to Joy the other day from Kingston Cabs. 331 taxi if you're interested. Just, because nothing will take the joy out of partying and thinking, oh man, I got to get behind the wheel. I better not have, you don't have to worry. Just get a designated driver. It's like, police sometimes look at this as like shooting fish in a barrel, that everybody's out tonight and these people are not, they're drinking, they're driving. You don't want to think that the person next to you has been drinking, but you don't know that. So probably the best thing to do is a designated driver if you are out. And if you are out tonight, bring something, bring an umbrella with you. Bring your rubbers with you because it's going to be wet. Heavy rain today. Heavy rain tonight, rather. Rain will start this afternoon and then continue overnight. Tomorrow looks pretty good. Probably in the 50s with some sunshine tomorrow. That's good, but not tonight. Tonight's going to be warm. It'll be warm, but it'll be wet. All right. Keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for your time as always. Here's the deal. I believe it is J.J. Carter. He's going to be in next. He'll set it up for you. And then at 12 o'clock today, he's going to give you a chance to pick up a certificate to the Smoky Rock Barbecue in Rhinebeck, New York. That's a good job. And then at 3 o'clock, Randy hasn't decided to come back to work yet, has he? When is he coming back? Like March or April or something? Oh, Wednesday. Oh, fine. Well, Jimmy Cadillac Lyles will be in for Randy today at 3 o'clock. My name is Bob Miller. Happy New Year, ladies and gentlemen. I thank you so much for your time and a good morning to, you.
Oh, Annie M. There's no place like home.
92.9 WBPM Socrates Kingston, giving you the most music while you're at work with another non-stop music hour.
92.9 WBPM, Hudson Valley, New York.
All right, let's do this. My final show of 2018. My name is J.J. Carter. Non-stop music hour kicks off right now with Elton on 92.9 WBPM.
Hi, my name's Melissa
from the town of Hyde Park, and they're playing my music on 92.9 WBPM.
92.9 WBPM, the biggest hits of all time. Happy New Year's Eve. Are you getting out of work a little early today? I hope so. Got to celebrate tonight.
The biggest hits with J.J. Carter on WBPM.
You're listening to a non-stop music hour. 92.9 WBPM.
92.9 WBPM, the biggest hits of all time. Rondell Savings Bank forecast for today. High of 44. Tonight, low down 38. Tomorrow, first day of 2019, partly cloudy, 52.
The biggest hits.
The biggest hits of all time.
On WBPM.
Guaranteed to always be free. That's the power of local radio. 92.9 WBPM.
92.9 WBPM, the biggest hits of all time. I realized I did the weather, and yes, 52 for the first day of 2019. Oh boy, is this going to be a sign for how the year's going to be?
92.9 WBPM.
Are we on the air, sugar?
92.9 WBPM.
Now I'm on the air. I think this is the kind of thing people would like to know.
The biggest hits of all time. 92.9 WBPM.
92.9 WBPM, the biggest hits of all time. I feel like the pressure is on me to get tickets to his show. Billy Joel continues to sell out once a month at Madison Square Garden. Most recent sellout is the month of his 70th birthday. On the way, Simple Minds, Joe Jackson, and the Doobie Brothers. Next.
Make us button number 1 and button number 2 and number 3 because you don't need any other radio station. Local Hudson Valley Radio by local Hudson Valley people. This is 92.9 WBPM. WBPM Socrates Kingston. Now playing a better variety of the biggest hits of all time.
92.9 WBPM. Hudson Valley, New York.
92.9 WBPM. It's the biggest hits of all time. This hour, Clapton, Katrina and the Waves. The Beatles. I want you to think about what you want for your New Year's resolution. I'm going to see you at the gym tomorrow. I know I will.
Welcome to voice print identification.
Hi, I'm Diana from Poughkeepsie, and they're playing my music on 92.9 WBPM.
92.9 WBPM. It's the biggest hits of all time. Hi to Carissa, Jan, and Mike. Thanks, guys, for listening. Having a little in-office champagne. I won't tell.
The biggest hits of all time. 92.9 WBPM. Hudson Valley weather.
Rondell Savings Bank forecast for today, the last day of 2019. Some showers in the afternoon, 44. Tonight, go down to 38. I said the last day of 2019. It's the last day of 2018. Tomorrow, for the first day of 2019, partly cloudy, high of 52.
WBPM.
Hey, if you think this hour of music is fun, we've got even more great songs coming up next hour on 92.9 WBPM. The biggest hits of all time.
92.9 WBPM.
92.9 WBPM, the biggest hits of all time. And coming up, just about 12 o'clock, the final timeout at noon for 2018. Another shot for you to win some great food on the way. I'll give you details coming up. Hang on.
Opioid addiction is tragic, and you can help prevent it. If you need pain relief, talk to your doctor or dentist about non-opioid based alternatives. They can be just as effective without the risk. Many highly addictive drugs on our streets come from our own medicine cabinets. Keep your medications secure and return your unused medications to police stations and local pharmacies throughout Ulster County, and soon to all chain pharmacies in New York at no charge. If you or someone you know are struggling with substance use, don't go it alone. Visit ulsterhelps.org for treatment and recovery services, or call the Ulster County Family Advocate at 845-458-7455. 458-7455. Opioids can destroy lives, but you can make a difference. A message from the Ulster County Department of Health and Mental Health.
The biggest hits of all time.
WBPM.
We're playing your music variety. The biggest hits of all time. 92.9 WBPM.
92.9 WBPM, the biggest hits of all time. JJ Carter. I resolve not to eat any tofu in 2019. It's going to be hard, but I'll do my best.
92.9 WBPM.
This is 92.9 WBPM, the biggest hits of all time, the Cardigans. Hey, if you're looking for something to do, you'll be driving around, need to download something to listen to, and you're not listening to us, which you should be already. But if you go to our website, we have an on-demand page where you can listen to our on-demand specials at any time. 929WBPM.com. We have the Tom Petty specials posted. We also have everything that we've ever done. The Elton John special posted. You can listen on demand on your own terms right now. 929WBPM.com, the on-demand page. Coming up next, we're going back to the 70s for the Time Out at Noon.
Time again for the Wolfman Jack Show, presented by the United States Air Force.
And you got Wolfman Jack on your side all the time. Won't you hang in there and just be precious like you are? You look so good the way you are. Rolling your hair, bathing your silky body in a tub of bubbles. I see you. Yes, I do. You just getting yourself ready for him, ain't you? Well, whoever your man is, dear, or whatever his position in the world during the day, I know that at night in your arms, he's king, ain't he, baby? King of your heart. King of your deep emotions and secret desires. My. Love is alive. And everything's gonna be everything's gonna be Gary right. Should I join the Air Force? Now, here's a question I want to bring up to you. Maybe you've asked yourself that question, have you? Well, if you haven't, maybe you should. And maybe I can help you find the answer. First of all here, the Air Force gonna train you in a valuable profession. Now, the pay is definitely good. Consider the medical and dental care. The 30 days paid vacation each year. The list of reasons just goes on and on and on. Now, to find out what the Air Force can offer you, contact one of our professionals today, your recruiter. He's listed in the phone book under U.S. government. So look up, be looked up too, in the United States Air Force. That's Aerosmith. Dream on. Oh, I tell you, Wolfman has very few faults, you know. Yes, I just make the most of the ones I got. I never make the same mistake twice. I just keep right on finding new ones. I wish I hadn't said all that. I think it was another mistake. Well,
I'm standing in front of the new talking computer, the Air Force 250 Analog.
I'm named for the more than 250 different skills that are available in the United States Air Force.
That's true. The Air Force can teach you a lifelong skill in a job you should enjoy. A job with a future either in or out of the service.
In today's tight job market, that's good news.
Can you tell us some of the training available in the Air Force?
If you will watch my card sorter, I will give you a sample of some of the skills available to the men and women serving in the Air Force with the spirit of 76. Here we go. Security, police, finance, transportation, food service, radar, aircraft maintenance, personnel, engineering.
That's great.
Utility repair, metalworking, data processing, electronics, and more.
Say, an Air Force skill is just like money in the bank.
You might say it's an investment in your future. However, I personally don't use banks.
Why not?
Because I have my own data bank.
Yes, well, you can bank on the Air Force. It's a great way of life. For more information, see your local Air Force recruiter or call this toll-free number. Area code 800-447-4700. That number again is 800-447-4700.
I chose a job, Daniel, and I think I'm gonna have to cut down on my eating here just a little bit. I've been getting a little thick to my stomach lately. But I'm still spick and span. Yes, I is. The only thing is my span is overcoming my spick just a little bit. You know what I mean? Put on your gloves and mittens. This the end of the show. I go be with my mama. Let the love flow. So I'll see you later. Bye, everybody.
Listen again for the Wolfman Jack Show, presented by the United States Air Force. This show came to you from Hollywood, California.
Magic 590 and 100.5.
What are you doing?
What's a typical New Year's Eve tradition? That would be champagne, lots of champagne, good friends, family.
Happy New Year from Magic 590 and 100.5 FM.
We play more great oldies. Magic 590 AM.
Big hits. He played sax on Elvis Presley's Return to Sender, Roy Orbison's Mean Woman Blues, and even Brenda Lee's Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree. Up in the next few minutes, you're going to hear some legends that are still actively recording and touring. Diana Ross at 74 just dropped a new holiday project. And Rod Stewart, who last year at the age of 73 dropped his 30th album, Blood Red Roses. Both coming up for you on Magic 590 and 100.5.
Did you know you can listen to Magic 590 Radio on your phone?
You will not regret this.
Just download the free Magic 590 app for your iPhone, Droid, or tablet at albanymagic.com. If you've got a phone, you've got a radio. And now you can listen to Magic everywhere you go with the Magic 590 app. Free from Magic 590 and 100.5.
The best oldies, Magic 590.
We're the station true music lovers listen to.
It's a great station.
Magic 590 and 100.5.
I can't cover up my feelings in the name of love.
People are talking about when they listen to Magic.
My way to work and my way home.
Mostly in the mornings on my way to work.
Magic 590 and 100.5 FM.
Music. Magic 590 AM.
Work better. Helps me focus. Feel better. Makes you feel awesome. With a feel-good station. All the time.
Magic 590.
What if the world should fall apart?
You rely on your local radio stations to entertain and inform. In fact, you're listening to one of them right now. Magic 590 and 100.5.
It's a community station.
Turn to any one of our Albany broadcasting radio stations, including Fly 92, B95, The Cat, Jams, and Alt 1049. On your radio, your smartphone, or tablet, locally owned and operated in the Albany Capital Region area. We are the Albany Broadcasting Company. Magic 590 and 100.5.
Magic 590 and 100.5 FM. Capital C. What's it all about? Saying what you want. Magic 590 AM and 100.5 FM. Happy New Year. 590. Magic 590.
Frank Sinatra with Kevin Richards on Magic 590, 100.5. It was a very good year. Was 2018 a very good year for you? I know it could always be a little bit better, right? Well, here's hoping 2019 is the best year. Hey, when you get back to work this week, wake up with Jay and Ben. They've got a fun prize for you. Tough Traveler Fanny Pack from Tough Traveler, a Schenectady-based outfitter creating guaranteed tough products. You can win when you name that Magic 590 Mystery Oldie at 8:15 in the morning with the Jay and Ben Show on Magic 590 and 100.5.
W263 CG Colony.
590 AM, WROW, Albany, New York. and 100.5.
This is it, my last waltz of 2018. Let's welcome in Bob Johnson as we get closer to 2019.
I wonder, should I go or should I stay?
Brian the Cannon Bannon.
WLNG.
92.1 WLNG. The legend lives on.
Well, she's my favorite.
Best music, 92.1 LNG. A lot of people always thought that was Elvis Presley, but no, it's Gene Vincent on the oldies. No, 11 minutes after 2 o'clock. I'm Brian with you, and guess what? Coming up tonight, the New Year's Eve East End Eve party is hosted right here on the radio along with Scotty Hart, and we're hoping to stream that along on Facebook. Yeah, via our Facebook page, WLNG Radio. Be sure to check it out, facebook.com/WLNG Radio. Starting at 6 o'clock, and as the ball drops at 12 midnight, Scotty Hart on the radio here up until 12:30 on East End's Best Music, 92.1.
92.1 FM, WLNG.
Yes. Tower
92.1 East End's best music. Hey, happy birthday going out to Gina Nelson Love in Riverhead. Got a call to announce it again here on your favorite radio station, right? Exactly my comment each time when I think of 2019. And I say we're ever so closer to 2020. How time flies. 2:21. I'm Brian with you here at East End's Best Music 92.1. Sports tonight, 7 o'clock. Celtics taking on the Spurs. Hockey, Islanders at the Sabres at 6 o'clock. 7 o'clock, the Rangers at the Blues. That's sport.
More music 92. East End Radio. WLNG.
From Manorville to Watermill, playing the Twin Forks' best music. 92.1 WLNG.
92.1 LNG, Eastend's best music. So a question I have for you on Facebook, all right? Sleep in or wake up to 2019 or party into it? What type of person are you? Head on over to our Facebook page, WLNG Radio, and tell us. Wake up to 2019 or party into it? LNG.
Early in the morning.
Well, so far on Facebook, Austin says sleep in as much as possible and hope that the babies do as well. I'll agree with that, right? Gary Lewis in the news. East End's best music, 92.1 LNG. It's 2:36. Well, it looks like cloudy outside here. And how are things going to be in the way of the weather forecast? Well, this afternoon, still at 100% chance of rain, high in the mid-40s. And as we do know, information coming in about festivities down in Patchogue, midnight on Main, downtown Patchogue, the New Year's Eve celebration canceled due to that inclement weather. Unfortunately, due to the weather, there's no reschedule on that. You can't celebrate New Year's Eve on other than New Year's Eve, really. Tonight, going to be rain. Rain may be heavy at times. Here's that windy conditions, not as cool with temperatures mid-40s. Chance of rain near 100%. 43 at Broadcast House.
LNG FM 92. She said, don't come easy.
So we're asking you over on Facebook right now, are you going to sleep into 2019 or are you going to party through it? Or going to kiss that special person at midnight? Maybe. And be sure to tune in tonight. Scotty Hart's going to be in as the ball drops at midnight. There's the issue in 2019 LNG. Jennifer Page on WLNG. It's 2:48. Brian with you. Take a look at the markets. Dow Jones Industrial Average up 179 points, 23,241. Let's take a look at the NASDAQ up 27 points at 6612. And the S&P 500 up about 11 points, 2496.
East End Radio. WLNG. 92 first.
This is 92.1 FM, WLNG, Sag Harbor, New York, a Bark Out Loud Dogs media station. 92.1 LNG.
Brian the Cannon Bannon,
92.1 WLNG. The legend lives on.
East Edge Best Music 92.1 LNG. It's 10 minutes after 3 o'clock. Well, revelers are making their way through security and wiping away raindrops in Times Square. NYPD has already closed the side streets, and there's getting ready for the ball drop tonight. Ushering in 2019, despite the wet weather, umbrellas are banned. But many in attendance say they'll make their way over to the frigid temperatures and single-digit temperatures from last year. They'll take the rain over that, right? I would say it. Cops are also using metal detectors as security checkpoints at security checkpoints. And also movement is slightly just restricted through Times Square. Well, tune in tonight. You don't have to worry about any of that. Scotty Hart is in for Chuck Mackin tonight starting at 6 o'clock as he issues in the 2019. He'll be on until about 12:30 here at 92.1 WLNG. Wishing you a new year.
I'll say goodbye to love.
At the East End's Best Music 92.1 LNG. It's sad news to report that midnight on Main over on in Patchogue, the New Year's Eve celebration festivities Canceled tonight due to the inclement weather. That includes the fireworks as well. They're concerned about the rain and the windiness and bringing people out there. That's in Patchogue. Canceled tonight.
Meet me in a restaurant.
So we asked the question over on Facebook. Wake up to 2019 or sleep. Wake up to 2019 or party it into 2019. That is the question. Scott says in bed by 10. That's it. I asked if it was AM or PM. That's a good question. Sports tonight, 7 o'clock. Celtics taking on the Spurs. Hockey, Islanders taking on the Sabres. Got the Rangers at the Blues. That is at 7 o'clock. That's sports.
WLNG.
Playing the Twin Forks best music. 92.1 WLNG.
Read my mind. 332 on East End's best music. 92.1 LNG. So the question up on Facebook I posed to you again, is it wake up to 2019 or party through it? Head on over to Facebook.com/WLNG radio. Tell us what you're doing tonight. East End's best music, 92.1 LNG, 336. I'm Brian here, and weather forecast. Remainder this afternoon, cloudy skies, waiting for that rain to make its way through. Rain may be heavy at times, windy, not as cool, with lows in the mid-40s. Chance of rain near 100%. Wind southeast at 20 to 30 miles per hour, and then turning south after midnight. For New Year's Day tomorrow, partly sunny in the morning, clearing, going to be windy. Temperatures mid-50s. And it looks like then temperatures falling into the upper 40s in the afternoon. Still windy, 20 to 30 miles per hour out of the west. For New Year's night, it's going to be mostly clear, cooler, temperatures in the upper 20s. 43 at broadcast.
LNG 92.1 FM. LNG. 92.1 FM. WLNG.
Folks here at WLNG Radio want to remind you, of course, you're going to go out tonight, pick a designated driver, be safe, plan your entrance, more importantly, plan your exit. Don't make it too early, all right? Got Len, East End's best music, LNG.
I was lying on the grass a Sunday morning of last week.
Appears to be plenty of sunshine on the markets here. Positive note as we get closer to the top of the hour here. Markets, Dow Jones Industrial Average up 161 points to 23,224. NASDAQ up 17.5 points to 6602. And the S&P 500 is up 9 points to 2494. We'll take a look next hour at the closing market numbers here at WLNG. Getting closer to the midnight hour here at WLNG. Scotty Hart in tonight, New Year's East End Eve party. Starts off at 6 o'clock here at LNG.
From Atlanta, Georgia.
This is 92.1 FM, WLNG, Sag Harbor, New York. A Bark Out Loud Dogs media station. 92.1 LNG.
Brian the Cannon Bannon.
92.1 WLNG. The legend lives on.
Of course, East End's best music, 92.1 LNG. It's 12 minutes after 4. Brian here with a look at that weather forecast tonight. Rain may be heavy at times after midnight. Windy, not as cool, with lows in the lower 40s. Starting to rain here in Sag Harbor, it looks like. Temperatures rising to lower 50s after midnight. That chance of rain near 100%. Going to be windy as well. Wind southeast at 20 to 30 miles per hour. Then south after midnight. Possible gusts up to 50, so batten down the hatches. For tomorrow, it's New Year's Day. Partly sunny in the morning, clearing. Breezy temperatures mid-50s. Then temperatures falling into the upper 40s in the afternoon. Winds west 15 to 25 miles per hour. Could have some gusts up to 40, maybe 50. So, again, keep an eye on things. 43 here at Broadcast House. Don Thompson's going to be checking in with us, of course, at 4:36 at LNG.
The big sound on the sound, LNG. Your love.
East End's best music, 92.1. Lottery numbers 443. The New York State Midday Lottery numbers 443. The Win 4 Lottery number 1949. That's 1949, and good luck to you. 422 on the East End's Best Music, 92.1. LNG getting your New Year's Eve started, getting it ready. Are you on your right? Did you work today? A lot of people working tomorrow as well, but post office closed, banks are closed as well, and it looks like stock market's going to be closed as well. Hey, coming up tomorrow, though, the folks over at the Southold Fire Department having their 27th annual New Year's Day breakfast. It starts at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. It's at the firehouse on the main road. It's $10 for adults, $5 for children, 12 and under, and it goes from 8 until 1. So even if you end up rolling in at 12 noon or 12:30, depends upon it. Eggs, pancakes, bacon, ham, sausage, home fries, toast, coffee, orange juice as well. Tickets are available at the door. You know what they say. Bacon is good for a hangover. So head on over there tomorrow, starting at 8 a.m. It is at the Southold Fire Department, the 27th annual New Year's Day breakfast. Head on over.
92.
Playing the East End's best music. 92.1 LNG.
92.1 WLNG.
There's going to be a lot of smooching tonight, of course. Pure Prairie League on East End's best music, 92.1 LNG. 437 as, we see windy conditions coming upon us. And, Don, it looks like the ball dropping tonight in Times Square with rainy and windy conditions, right?
That's what it looks like right now, is we have a frontal system that's got to move through. Rain is developing and going to continue to move up from the south to the north, and that's going to continue for tonight, during the day tomorrow, and it's going to be warm tomorrow. We can actually see temperatures getting up into the mid-50s before they fall back into the 40s, so you're starting the year warm, but you're going to cool it off by the time you get to the midweek period. So you forecast for the rest of the afternoon, rain will be developing, and if it hasn't already, it will. Temperatures are holding in the mid-40s. Then for tonight, rain could be heavy at times. Here we go again, another 1 to 2 inches of rain. Temperatures will rise up to the low 50s by 5 a.m. in the morning. Now, we could see some wind gusts up to 40 to 45 miles an hour. And then New Year's Day, we're looking at cloudy skies to start the day, and then maybe a little bit of sunshine by the end of the day. We'll get those temperatures up to the mid-50s, but again, they'll fall back into the 40s. And we could see some wind gusts over 45 miles an hour tomorrow. And then by the time we get to Wednesday, we're looking at sunny skies. Temperatures will be dropping down. Get ready for this, in the mid-30s for high temperatures on Wednesday. And there is a wind advisory in effect now actually from 9 o'clock tonight all the way to 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So if you're heading to watch the ball drop, it's going to be, just be careful getting there because it is going to be windy during the night.
Well, we do also wonder where the wind directions will be as we get into the new year. And, of course, tomorrow morning during the Gary Sapien program, you and him will be discussing that in the 6 o'clock hour and maybe also in the 8 o'clock hour as well. Right, Don? Oh, did I lose Don? That's it. 4:39, current temperature, 43 at broadcast hour.
92 FM. 92 FM.
Oh, that one's for Lily. Oh, for Lily. Happy New Year, Lily. She says we're going to have young listeners. Best to your parents, Matakis and Lisa as well. Elton John of East End's best music. 92.1 LNG, 4:45 as it's winding down the day on the markets. Look like they did well. The final day of trading on the year on Wall Street is in the books. The Dow Jones Industrial Average up 265 points at 23,327. NASDAQ climbed 51 points on the day to 6635. And the S&P 500 grew 21 points to close at 2507. Despite the day's gains, the Dow and S&P both down 6% for the year, while the NASDAQ is down more than 4%. Okay, but tuned to WLNG, we've got local news. Dan Dupre working on a story. It looks like minimum wage going up for 2019. Stay tuned. It's coming up here at 4:55 at LNG.
You're listening to the East End's best music on WLNG, Sag Harbor, New York, a Bark Out Loud Dogs media station. 92.1 LNG.
Brian the Cannon Bannon.
92.1 WLNG. The legend lives on.
Peggy Lee on East End's Best Music 92.1 LNG. It's 11 after 5. I'm Brian Bannon, and a quick look at sports brought to you by the TJ Martell Foundation. Music's promise for a cure. To learn more, visit tjmartell.org. That's tjmartell.org. On the ice tonight, Islanders taking on the Sabres early at 6. 7 o'clock tonight, so Rangers taking on the St. Louis Blues in St. Louis. Basketball tonight, Celtics taking on the Spurs in San Antonio. That's sports.
92 FM. 92 FM.
Are you ready for the new year? You ready for the? You ready? You ready? Are you ready? Hey, be sure to tune in tonight. Scotty Hart, New Year's Eve, East End Eve party here at WLNG. Brothers Johnson and East End's Best Music. 92.1 LNG. 522, Brian here with you. And, well, in the way of Patchogue, their festivities, they were having fireworks tonight. It's called Midnight on Main. They've been canceled. Downtown Patchogue's New Year's Eve celebration canceled tonight due to the inclement weather, and the fireworks canceled also due to the very windy conditions and rain as well. Weather forecast coming up during news here at the bottom of the hour with Dan Dupre. But tonight, if you're not going out to Patchogue, be sure to tune into the radio here tonight. It's going to be Scotty's New Year's East End Eve party. Starts at 6 o'clock and is going until 12:30 tonight as the ball drops. Be sure to tune in. It's a countdown of hits from previous decades, dancing and ringing in the new year, all here at WLNG. And we're going to stream it on Facebook, on our Facebook page, facebook.com/WLNG radio. So be sure to tune in here at FM 92.1 or on the Facebook page, facebook.com/WLNG radio.
The biggest sound of the sound, WLNG.
East Hampton Town Police Report is out. I'm Dan Dupre with Always Live, Always Local WLNG News.
The East End's Best Music, 92.1 LNG.
Greg Springfield on the East End's Best Music, 92.1 LNG, 535. I'm Brian Bannon here, and rainy conditions outside. If you're heading out to any of the festivities, be sure to be safe on the roads there. 42 degrees, though, so we're not going to have to worry about ice, but then that weather's going to change, as we heard. Keep it tuned. Scotty Hart coming up at 6 o'clock with a New Year's Eve special in for Chuck Mackin tonight.
LNG.
Music 92.1 LNG, going back to the early 80s. Of course, it was Human League. I'm Brian here with you for a few more minutes at the top of the hour. Scotty Hart getting all prepared for his big show here tonight. The New Year's Eve party is on the radio at 92.1 and facebook.com/WLNG radio. The webcam will be on 543.
Happy New Year. Magic 590 AM. 590 and 100.5.
A typical New Year's Eve tradition for us, well, since that's my parents' anniversary, we kind of toast early, and then it's up to us kids to go out and really live it up.
Happy New Year from Magic 590 and 100.5 FM.
Fifth Dimension, in a group whose music was categorized as champagne soul. Last night I didn't get to sleep at all. Magic 590 and 100.5. It's Bob Johnson. Seals and Crofts on the way. We've got James Taylor coming up. Have a very safe New Year's Eve.
Great oldies on the best station. Magic 590 AM. Magic 590 and 100.5 FM. Magic 590 and 100.5. Magic 590 AM. Yesterday. Magic 590. FM, the capital C. More music back to back, Magic 590 and 100.5.
Striving to play the music you love.
It's a great mix of music.
At Magic 590 and 100.5.
The Beatles, in a song whose title came during a conversation with Ringo Starr, A Hard Day's Night. Magic 590 and 100.5. Happy New Year's Eve. We've got Barry Manilow on the way, and After Hours coming up just after 7 o'clock.
Jimmy House.
Thank you very much for joining us tonight.
We're friends to the end, remember? Say hello to my little friend. I'm the only one. And you will know my name is Jimmy House.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. No, it's not midnight yet.
Would you offer your throat to the wolf with the red roses?
Will he offer me his mouth?
Yes.
Will he offer me his teeth?
Yes.
Will he offer me his jaws?
Yes.
Will he offer me
Jimmy House?
Yes. It's New Year's Eve, though, on Wall Radio, Orange County and the Hudson Valley's greatest hits. Thank you for listening. We are going to have a ton of fun tonight here on Wall Radio. I have an hour of music you're going to love with Cyndi Lauper, Devo, Van Halen, David Lee Roth, and here is Lionel Richie, Running with the Night on Wall Radio. A name song, Wall Radio. Here is one for every Valerie that's listening out there right now.
Hello?
Hello? Valerie!
I know that, dude. Mr.
House. Stevie Winwood, Wall Radio.
Orange County's Wall Radio.
California, here I come. That could be a New Year's resolution to visit California this year. Here's David Lee Roth with the Beach Boys. California Girls on Wall Radio.
Hi, this is just a regular guy, and I can't tell you why, but I like listening to Jimmy House.
Jimmy House.
He rules. They like jams. Yeah.
Well, East Coast girls,
Wishing they all could be California girls. I'll send out an SOS for that right now. Take your time, do it right. Disco music. Uh-oh. It's a Wall Radio disco. Grab your gold chain and hit the dance floor. Wall Radio, Orange County and the Hudson Valley's greatest hits. I'm glad you're here. Jimmy House, keeping you company all night long until midnight tonight. My last show of the year. Still ahead. Chicago, Styx, and the Bay City Rollers. Stay near us on Wall Radio. Yes, we're going to play the Bay City Rollers this hour. Let's have a little fun with that song right now. Hey, watch that. No. Check this out. I'm going to put the CD in upside down.
Jimmy House.
Take a giant step for mankind.
Jimmy House.
Time after time after time after time. 10, 9, not yet.
Not yet.
Time after time after time after time.
Oh, I'm so happy.
The big station. Wall Radio.
Whip it good.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
You're listening to Jimmy House on Wall Radio. You'll be okay. You'll live.
I like lemon meringue pie. Van Halen, Dancing in the Streets. You'll be doing that at 12 midnight here on Wall Radio. All right, we need a breather. We need to slow it down a little bit. Let's go to the telephones for a minute. Hello? Wall Radio, what's your New Year's resolution?
To take down my Christmas tree before June.
Okay, mine too. Here's Chicago on Wall Radio. I've been searching so long.
There's something about those songs. They depress me.
Jimmy House.
Janet Jackson. Orange County and the Hudson Valley's greatest hits, Wall Radio, Jimmy House. We are your Listen at Work station. Tune in and turn on. Take a minute to visit us at wallradio.com and take a look at all the great giveaways, prizes, and information we have on our website. Sticks, right around the corner.
We're not just going to let you walk out of here. Who's we?
Jimmy House.
Stay close.
This is the world-famous Wall Radio.
The night will make history.
You're in the right place for the best of times. Wall Radio, Orange County and the Hudson Valley's greatest station. News is coming up soon. Stay there. All good news, I hope. John Waite, Missing You on Wall Radio.
3/4 of a century as the Hudson Valley's hometown station. We shine in Beacon. WALL Middletown. WPVH HT2 Poughkeepsie. The world famous
Wall Radio, Orange County and the Hudson Valley's greatest hits. The Bangles. Walk like an Egyptian, like a mummy.
This is Vincent Price.
Jimmy House
is the thriller. Can you dig it?
Here's Billy Joel. We'll slow it down to a crawl. She's always a woman to me.
She can kill with a smile.
Orange County and the Hudson Valley's greatest hits, Wall Radio, Jimmy House. We are your Listen at Work station. Tune in and turn on. Take a minute to visit us at wallradio.com and take a look at all the great giveaways, prizes, and information we have on our website.
We're not just going to let you walk out of here. Who's we?
Jimmy House.
Stay close.
We're back to the music.
Wait, I haven't washed my hands yet.
This is the world famous Wall Radio.
The night will make history.
Hey, dude, the record's over. There are no more tracks. If you want more music, go back to track 1. That's what I would do. I mean, it's really a good record. Otherwise, get a life.
Jimmy House.
I am stuck on Band-Aids. Lionel Richie, stuck on you. Because Band-Aids stuck on you. Wall Radio.
Stuck on you.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
You're listening to Jimmy House on Wall Radio. You'll be okay. You'll live.
You're as cold as ice.
You're rocking out with Jimmy House.
Jimmy House
rules. He rules. Hey, like jams. Yeah. Oh, righty then.
Jimmy House. He couldn't get a real job, so he got into radio. Wall Radio.
Online and on air. This is Wall Radio.
Wall Radio, Orange County and the Hudson Valley's greatest hits. Tomorrow's New Year's Day. Spend time with your loved ones and then decompress with that bottle of pills you have or scotch. Do not drink and drive, please. Somebody be a designated driver. You must know somebody who would be a designated driver, or Uber it, or call a taxi cab. Taxi! Call me a taxi.
You're a taxi!
Fine Young Cannibals, Wall Radio. Peter Gabriel, this is a really good song. Turn the volume up, sit back, kick back, and relax. Games Without Frontiers on Wall Radio. What? Oh, what? Oh, what? Oh, what? Whoa! What?
Lisa, I want some more.
Jimmy House.
Wall Radio, Orange County and the Hudson Valley's greatest hits. We are your Listen at Work station. Van Ritchie in the morning, middays with Kate Brannon, and afternoon drive with Jim Fry. Great jocks with Orange County and the Hudson Valley's greatest hits. That's the winning lineup here on Wall Radio.
Jimmy the Initial House.
Would you offer your throat to the wolf with the red roses?
Will he offer me his mouth?
Yes.
Will he offer me his teeth?
Yes.
Will he offer me his jaws?
Yes.
Will he offer me
Jimmy House?
Yes.
Always dreamed to be big. I was trained to be big. All my life I prepared to be a big
Jimmy House.
Well, about a half an hour's left to this year. Was it a good year or was it a bad year? I say if you're on top of this side of the grass, it was a good year. Paul Davis on Wall Radio.
station. Wall Radio.
ABBA. Backwards or forwards, it spells ABBA. Genesis. Follow you, follow me. To the countdown. You ready to start counting down? 1,999.
Oh, will you shut up?
998. 997.
Hey, DJ.
996. 997.
Jimmy House.
You shut up. Wall.
What are you people? On dope?
I'm on Wall.
Jimmy House.
That's it, I give up. 800. 799. 7... I can't. This is Scotty Hart. Never surrender. That's what General Custer said. Look what happened to him. Wall Radio. Wall Radio, Orange County and the Hudson Valley's greatest hits, and you can now hear us on Alexa. We're streaming on Amazon Echo. All you'll have to do is say, Alexa, play Wall Radio. Download the Amazon Alexa app. Ask Alexa to enable Wall Radio skill. Then to hear Wall, you say, Alexa, play Wall Radio. It's easy, fun, and convenient. We're making it possible for you to listen to Wall on every device.
We're back to the music. We could do this all day. This is the world-famous Wall Radio.
This one's going to take us up to midnight. I'm up to 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. I just want to say God bless everybody. Thanks for listening and have a great 2019. And there aren't too many people in this world that get to hear my real voice on the radio anyway. God bless. Have a great night. Get home safe.
This is Scotty, the man.
Is this Robert, the man?
You bet your boot.
I'll tell you what, T-minus 1 hour. T-minus, I say it again, hello. T-minus 1 hour to the new year.
This is 92.1 FM, WLNG, Sag Harbor, New York. A Bark Out Loud Dogs media station. 92.1 LNG.
Hi, LNG.
Scott from New Haven.
Hey, John in New Haven in the Elm City. What's going on?
Nothing. Listen, I want to thank you and we all want to thank you for a great, great show all year. You keep us literally happy throughout the year. You're fantastic. The best show on the radio, hands down.
Well, you know what, John? I appreciate that. Just tell management that for me as well, okay? What guy play for you?
All right, dedicated to Sharp Dressed Man by ZZ Top.
You have yourself a great new year, and thanks for celebrating with LNG, all right, bud?
You too, Scotty. Take care of yourself, bud.
Love you, man. Bye-bye.
Love you too. Bye.
East End's Best Music 92.1 LNG. The New Year's East End Eve Party with you truly, Scotty Hart. I gotta tell you, thank you to everyone for listening tonight. It's been huge. Never saw anything like this before. My live Facebook lighting up like crazy. And by the way, a big thank you to Brian the Cannon Bannon who's been keeping things running here on Facebook. And I do appreciate it. Oh, hello, who are you?
The legend lives on. 92.1 LNG.
Could we have like a date after the show? Very nice. 92. My New Year's kiss.
92.1 WLNG. The legend lives on.
East End's Best Music 92.1 LNG. A lot of folks checking in via Facebook. Art Tennant in the house. Also Constance Curry checking in from LITV and the Radio Historical Society. Says, hey, does that mean I'm famous now? Terrific. I love it. Or does that mean I'm historical like I'm an old man? Could be. Chuck Berry back to the 50s.
See down in Louisiana, close to New Orleans. The New Year's East End Eve Party with Scotty Hart.
I'll tell you what, Facebook been lighting up all night long. Larry Blass checking in. Hello, he says. All the LNG listeners from Norwalk, Connecticut need more stations sounding like this. Tight and exciting, he says. Tight and exciting. Look, I bite my tongue. I shouldn't do it. Should I say what I'm thinking right now? Oh, okay, well.
Hit Radio 92.
I was talking about on the Windows thing, when you see the little spiral going round and round, they call it the spiral of death. It's one of those moments again. All right, deep breath, computer. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth. That's it, okay? You feel better now? Can we keep moving the show along? Good. To the 80s for Karen. You want to hear from Squirty Politi from 85.
From Manorville to Watermill, playing the East End's best music. 92.1 LNG.
The East End's best music, 92.1 LNG, 11:32. We're countdown closer and closer at midnight hour, and the new year just about 27 and a half minutes away from that new year, making you feel really good. Southern Chris and a big hi to Ray Tony checking in via Facebook, rocking it. That's what we're doing here, man. Thank you. Marianne Lawler, also Fred Gooderham, Bob Tellier, and Terry Whitaker Dia, and Gene Scannion all checking in on Facebook. Thank you so much. Here's Rufus.
Once you get started.
The East End's best music, 92.1 LNG.
Pretty little angel eyes. East End's best music, 92.1 LNG. It's Scotty Hart on the air everywhere tonight. I'll get you ready. Here we are, getting closer and closer, about 20 minutes away.
The New Year's East End Eve party with Scotty Hart.
That would be me. As far as the countdowns, we'll be doing some big threes. We did the 60s, we did the 70s. How about something from the 80s? We're going to take you up to 1983 and the big three that year, and a couple real biggies on the countdown. Number 3 from 1983, and here we go. It's Irene Cara from the movie Flashdance, What a Feeling on LNG. Irene Cara, Flashdance, What a Feeling from the movie in 83. We're counting down the big three from 83. Some other songs on the countdown back then. Number 10, Baby Come to Me. Patty Austin, that was number 10 for the year of 83. Islands in the Stream. Kenny Rogers along with Dolly Parton. Remember that? That was song number 9 in 1983. Also coming in at number 8 was Beat It by Michael Jackson. Number 7 was Down Under, Men at Work. Number 6, Total Eclipse of the Heart, Bonnie Tyler. All Night Long. You remember that great tune from Lionel Richie. Number 5, Say, Paul McCartney, Michael Jackson teaming up with that one. Number 4 song at 83. We just heard Irene Cara. That coming in number 3 for the year of 1983. And the big 3, we're up to number 2 now. And this comes also from Mr. Michael Jackson. Huge song, huge album back in the day. It's called Billie Jean, number 2 in 83 on LNG.
She was more like Billie Jean.
Number 2 song in 1983 on East End's best music, 92.1 LNG. Scotty Hart doing a countdown. New Year's about 12 minutes away. Richard Felstead checking in from Albury, New South Wales. That's a province in Australia. Also a big hi to Rich Rhoda saying hi, Scotty. Well, hello, Rich. Also, we've got Cynthia checking in. Happy New Year from California, she says. And says, say hi to Brian. Brian, Cynthia's thinking about you on this new year. Also got Kathleen and Rob Eager checking in from Fort Payne, Alabama. Sweet Home, Alabama in the house at LNG. Number 1 song at 83 was this. Every breath you take. The East End's best music, 92.1 LNG. The number 1 song in 1983 for the Police, and Every Breath You Take. A song about a stalker, actually. And you thought it was a nice wedding song. New Year's East End party on the way. Scotty Hart having so much fun, and thanks to everybody for checking in tonight. By the way, got Kay checking in from Buffalo, New York, one of the snow capitals of America. Wanted to hear something called Dance on the Light of the Moon by the Olympics. You know what? We get that out for you. Wishing everybody in Buffalo and everywhere around the country and around the world, for that matter, listening to WLNG tonight. Thank you so much. A very, 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 very happy New Year. Just about 8 minutes away. Need to count it on down.
The New Year's East End Eve party with Scotty Hart.
Well, I'll tell you what, we've had so many requests tonight. Luke Shea checking in. Scotty, you always bring the party to LNG. I'm 28 years old and only listen to the station religiously. I love what you're doing there at LNG. I think I got a recording of this, boy.
You're the best, man. You know that, right?
Yeah, I do, man. He's like a surfer dude. Also, we got Mike checking in, Ewan, and also Meredith checking in as well. We are counting down the new year, not too far away, just a little over 5 minutes from now. You stick around as we are counting down and get ready. We got a big send-off into the new year coming up in just a minute. For those of you that I didn't get to mention thus far, and I'll try to get to you during the New Year's salute in the next half hour. Keep listening. I'll try to get you in there, but we've had so many folks. But either way, as I said before, thank you so much. I'm 76, Thin Lizzy. And this is what I call going into the summer and a party tune for sure into the new year. Boys are back in town.
Guess who just got back today?
Shout it out. We are getting ready to count down to the new year, and of course, LNG in 2019.
WLNG, number 1.
You betcha. We're going to go to the countdown right now. 1 minute countdown. I wish you all a very, very happy new year. Let's do it.
Oh, yeah. Hello, Scotty. 1 minute to the new year.
People at been celebrating New Year's for thousands of years. It's probably the oldest ever excuse for a party. It was the Romans who actually decided on January 1st for New Year's Day. The month is named after the Roman god Janus, who has two faces, one looking back at the old year and one looking ahead to the new year, which must have been kind of awkward for him. Hey, you could never sneak up on the guy, that's for sure.
Your attention, please. The New Year's Eve countdown. Are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, we now join the New Year's countdown.
20 seconds and counting.
Join us in counting down to the new year.
T-minus 15 seconds.
Let's hear from everybody.
12, 11, 10, 9,
8, 7,
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Is 92.1 FM, WLNG, Sag Harbor, New York. A Bark Out Loud Dogs media station. 92.1 LNG.
Eastern's Best Music 92.1 LNG. Happy New Year, one and all. A lot of folks still checking in via Facebook. Rob Edgar checking in. Yes, kids, the olden days are back. This is how sausage was made, I guess, radio. Also, Massey checking in, saying Happy New Year, Rhonda in Maryland. Jody checking in. Also, Ronnie says, this is so much better than Rocket Eve on ABC. But of course, Happy New Year. The East End's Best Music 92.1 LNG and the East End Eve party still rolling on here. So many folks been kicking in. Want to say a big hi to Art Tenen. Great show tonight. Let's hope we keep this going in 2019. We aim to please. Also, John checking in saying best DJ on radio has to be Scotty Hart. It's been a pleasure serving you tonight. How about this one from Prince? Remember this? Early 80s, it came out, singing about 1999, and 20 years later, here it is, 2019. LNG. East End's Best Music, 92.1 LNG. Scotty Hart, boy, it's been some show tonight. Thanks so much for hanging on. Marty Glenn Siegel checking in from Flemington, New Jersey. They're still coming in. Avenue's signing on from Romania, listening across the globe, WLNG.com, and we thank you so much. This is the way you wrap it up on a New Year's Eve.
Met my old lover in the grocery store.
Happy New Year, one and all. 2019 underway. I'll tell you, that's all I got left in me. You know, I'll tell you, it takes an awful lot for Scotty Hart to get exhausted, but that's the kind of show it was. But it was such a pleasure, and a big thank you to Charles and Debbie also checking in. Happy New Year to you as well. Also, Laura and Vincent, I love you so much. You know that. I appreciate you hanging out with me tonight. Well, that's it. Scotty Hart, been a blast in the past. Stick a fork in me. I am done. I mean, I am done. I'm done. But what a show. What a great time. And you know what? It wouldn't have been possible without each and every one of you, and I do appreciate that. Also, got to say it, Bill and Sandra, thank you for letting me do my thing tonight. I do appreciate that as well. You are the best. And Sandy, time to get in your puppy bed. Past your bedtime, you know. You have yourself a great week ahead. All my best to you and all my love as well in 2019. We'll see you next week. I leave you with this one, just for you from Sister Sledge.
We are